we were told it started in China. And this started, in the 2009 cold and flu season. And so suddenly the cold and flu took a back seat. And we were told that there's this new novel virus. People were dropping in the streets, all kinds of stories we were told. And as we noted, that originated in Wuhan, China. They told us that the stories changed a couple of times, that it originated from a wet market, it could have been a bat, and so on and so forth. And in no time, we were told that this spread across the world like wildfire. People weren't seeing it in their physical reality, but they were experience it on the news. So the news, the TV in general, as leaders across the world, did basically a copy-paste experience for their citizens. It was copy-paste. You could turn the TV on, from country after country, and it's the same thing that was being done. Leaders in government would stand up, tell people how many people were being affected, how many people died today, and so on and so on. And, this was, of course, to drive fear into people. Naturally, not many people didn't realize that this was really what was happening, and they got caught up or got swept up in the fear. And one of the things that I must say, and I'll get to this in another podcast, is the role of China. People don't even understand that China is a big part of the PSYOP. And, they play an important role for the people who want to bring about a certain status quo in this world, and China is a big part of that. And and this is why really the so-called virus, that there's no virus, let me say that, originated in China and spread across the world, as I noted, in record time. We were told it's everywhere. And after that, lockdown ensued. People were told to wear masks, social distance, wash hands, etc. And then the stories, we saw the stories changes as, there are lockdowns after lockdowns, restrictions after restrictions. And, at first we were told that people who had underlying health problems were the ones who were really being affected by this so-called virus. And come to full circle today, we are being told that even children who we were told initially were not affected by this, now we're told that their children are actually spreaders, and they're so-called in danger, and so on and so forth. And the real reason behind that is so that they can get the children to take the vaccines, which they have already started for some age group. And now, as a matter of fact, Pfizer is looking at getting emergency authorization to start vaccinating children as young as 6 months. And, as I noted, the stories just keep changing. And initially, and people were told, okay, they needed like 1 or 2 vaccines. Now they're told they needed a booster. There are some places where people are on their 4th vaccine, like in Israel, for example. Yet at the same time, they have one of the highest supposedly COVID, infection rates. But they're on to their 4th shot, and that is something we're going to get into, because it's the so-called vaccine. There was never a virus, and there is still not a virus. But what is happening is the technology and the chemicals that they have injected in the name of vaccine are creating all types of reactions, and we will get into that also in other podcasts. And so what I really want you to take away from this, and you don't have to see it really from my perspective. I'm telling you how I see it, is that they created the illusion of a so-called virus because for a long time, the germ theory has ruled medicine. So we were led to believe, we were told about the virus, that the world is so-called, humanity is so-called under attack from this virus. And the aim of that was to lead people towards the vaccines. There was never a virus. There is no virus. The aim of that is to lead people to the vaccine. And once people begin to take the vaccines, then we begin to see all kinds of reactions, all kinds of symptoms, from death to stroke to blood clots, Bell's palsy, and the list goes on. And this is affecting people all across the spectrum, from the very young to the very old. And like I say, I will go through this bit by bit, and we will not just talk about this so-called pandemic. We have to talk about other things too, because our world is being destroyed, and in more ways than one. And so it's important that we talk about this, and how we as individuals, as friends, as families, as spouses, as parents, as grandparents, as children, etc., how we can play a part in changing things, changing the trajectory of what they have in store for us. But anyway, guys, I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like. This is, if there's a like button, and of course share it with others. And most importantly, be the change you want to see in this world. Have a fantabulous day today. Ta-ta! Welcome to Ital is Vital, your natural health and wellness stop.